great way to lose weight. However, many who are overweight are afraid to run because they think that running with extra weight is going to make running that much harder on the legs, especially on the knees. This is only true if you run with the heel strike, because research, which everything that I'm discussing in this video, the research articles are all linked down below this video in the description box. Research have conclusively shown that when you land heel first when running, especially with a fully unbent knee joint, this landing configuration creates an unnecessary long overstride angle that generates an unusual burst and collisional impact that reaches a magnitude of 3 times your body weight. If you weigh a lot, tripling that of your body weight at landing when running is easily going to overload the legs and really overstress the knee joint, not just because of the burst and collisional impact that overloads the knee joint that makes the knee more vulnerable to injury, but landing this way when running may increase mechanical stress on the knee joint because the knee was also found to do too much mechanical work in bringing the rest of the body up to an over initial foot strike position. And remember, there's an elongated distance between initial foot strike position and the mass of the body. So the knee joint spends a lot of time working harder to tug the mass of the body up and through each step. Overall, you can see that there are many opposing forces when you heel strike with full knee extension when running, and you're going to get a much higher exposure to these opposing forces if you are overweight. To say conclusively, evidence supports the idea that from an impact standpoint, running can be made more safe for those who are overweight by landing with a forefoot strike on account of in forefoot running, at landing, the collisional impact does not exceed several times the body weight, and many forces acting on the body aren't nearly as strong as the forces acting on the body in heel strike running. This is because the most positive change in impact that occurs in forefoot strike running comes from landing with the forefoot strike. There becomes less of a need to overreach with the foot upon touchdown, and also it naturally results in a much less extended leg at touchdown, because the knee is more likely to slightly bend when you land on the balls of your feet when you run. So this effectively helps shorten the distance between the mass of the body and initial foot strike position. And immediate payoff of this is that there's no burst in collisional impact like there is in heel strike running. Heel strike running produces a heavy burst in collisional impact that exceeds 2 to 3 times the body weight, because of the overly long distance separation between initial foot strike position and the mass of the body. But in forefoot strike running, it changes your stride length in a way that improves the foot's positioning at touchdown, in that the foot strikes closer to under the ankle, the knee, and the hips being the center of mass, which effectively, literally eliminates the burst in collisional impact. Studies have indicated that an excessive burst in collisional impact when running can damage the knees and cause long bone injuries, and that this particular impact force can be directly influenced by foot strike pattern, forefoot striking being known to eliminate this impact force, heel strike running known to produce it, which is why runner's knee is overwhelmingly common and long bone injuries are more common in heel strike running than in forefoot strike running. So the take-home message is that because landing forefoot first when running can help keep your stride mechanics within a safer range, causing the body to be subjected to less stressors than landing heel first when running, forefoot striking when running could make it easier for those that are overweight in being much less injury prone versus heel strike running. On that note, I posted below the video in the description box a video I did showing what a proper forefoot strike looks like. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to hit the thumbs up button as well as the subscribe button if you haven't already. We will stay more informed on forefoot strike running versus heel strike running, as well as more informed on the benefits of barefoot and minimalist running. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have fun out there on the roads and trails. Bye for now.